This is our official playthrough of Iron Staff, or Duels for the Iron Staff, so we can show everybody kind of how the game works. For starters, we're all going to cut the actual component deck, and the closest letter to the, or subtype to the beginning of the alphabet is actually who goes first. I've got an E with Enchanted Parchment. Everybody else cut.
Acid.
Well, you're probably going to go first there.
Wind, right?
Yep, cool. Alright, so Acid go first. And it doesn't really matter what order they go back in, the deck's all random. I mean, there's 9 copies of every subtype in there, or actually there's 3 of every subtype. So there's plenty in there, so there's no need to worry about what order they're in. Only ones that aren't are Aether. Aether actually has 9 individual unique cards. So everybody draws 5, we get a starting hand there. And it doesn't matter what pile you pull from, really. The other thing too, we want to be sure that everybody understands the stacks look a little bit higher than they are because we have test cards, artwork kind of sandwiching another physical card, so they're a bit thicker than they actually will be. The game's going to come with a little over 200 cards when everything ships. In your opening hands, which I will show everybody here, without showing everybody, we actually have blue cards, or blue bordered cards, which are the spells, and we have red bordered cards, which are actions. The spells actually have different types of elemental requirements, which are color-coded to match each of the components that you see below. So this here, being yellow, would be an air symbol. I believe we're actually putting artwork on the components as well, so you'll be able to match up the symbols a lot easier. So in case you have color issues or anything else, it'll be another clean indicator there. You're going to get to play up to 3 spells down in front of you on your turn. You can actually play more, but you have to replace any of the spells that are currently down. And when you replace them, you lose any components attached to them. Spells will work as on your turn you get to acquire 2 components. And in this case, I would need, for example, a liquid, since it has 1. And I would also need an air component. However, though, this spell actually has a specific component. I don't know if we can see this on camera or not, but it actually requires wind. So of the air components, we need to have a subtype wind, which we don't have currently. So I can put that on there and just wait. However, each time we acquire a component, we do replace them from the top of the deck. So this will be constantly moving and shifting as the game goes on. We'll go ahead and reset everything back here since I'm not the one going first. And if anybody has no spells in hand, you discard your hand and draw 5.
Oh, I didn't know that. I have 2 spells in my hand.
Well, you're fine. Also, you probably notice in front of us, each of us has a character card. These are the wizards in the game. There will be 8 in the actual core package to come. We're just playing with 4 of them now. Each of them has their own ability, and they all do a large variety of different things. They also have a secondary mastery ability. They'll gain that whenever you cast a spell, you move up your mastery bar. When you reach your blue mastery number, you now have that second ability. Across the top, there's also hit points. Highlighted is your maximum. You can't ever go higher than that. Some characters do start with less. I believe Abella actually starts with 75. So there's varieties among them, and some of that's just for play balance. So you got to go first. So you can go ahead and lay your spells, do whatever you need to do.
I have a Nura, Spark, and a Heal.
That's a pretty good spread, actually.
Yes. How many can you draw?
2 a turn.
Or I could buy 3.
Yeah,
Right,
you can replace one of your actions for the turn.
How many actions do you have per turn?
2.
2. This, I'm gonna put it here. I will.
Yeah, it looks like you still need some earth on a couple of things.
This.
All right.
And I'll go ahead and replace one of my actions and get your required one.
Yep.
Nice.
So now I can do one.
Yeah, and you still have 1 action left to play for the turn.
If you want to. I should stay single. Okay, no, I don't have anything.
Okay.
To do, so.
And then once you have everything in the turn, you also have a couple other options. You can discard up to 1 card. So if you have a dead card in hand that you don't want, or you don't see a situation on the board where you can use it, it's not just clogging up your hand. So do you want to discard any of those? Or you want to hold on to
I'm
those?
gonna hold on to these.
All right, and then you get to reconcile your hand to 5. So you always either draw up to or discard down to 5. All right, and we go in clockwise order. So I will play a Greater Heal, which is going to take me a little while. Quicken and Iron Fist. And I'm going to acquire one of these here, Earth, which this actually has a requirement that it needs a stone and a wood, which fortunately both of those are out there. So I'm going to go ahead and get my requirements out of the way first, taking an Earth that's a stone, and then we'll take a fire that is a wood, and those are my 2 there. I will play Decay, so I will draw a card, and I will destroy a component, which I think will get rid of your air. And that goes to the discard pile there, and that will be it for my turn. And I will draw 3. Yeah.
I'm gonna play Greater Fireball,
Oh goodness, Greater Fireball is such a pain.
Ice Blast, and Stun. Jeez, all the heavy hitters.
Yeah, but it costs a lot.
Yeah, it's
It has a lot of
it's got 3
requirements.
requirements too.
Yeah, but it's super good.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and get my oil and smoke requirements for it.
All right, that one comes up.
What's the triangle one again? That's the
Aether.
yeah. And I will actually discard glitter dust, and that will.
All right,
be
and then you draw back up.
Yes.
All right, Thomas.
Well, I will also play Greater Human,
Nice.
and I will play Serpent Strike. Let's see, what else do I have?
Yeah, it's pretty funny because on the first turn, it's kind of everybody gets a couple things set up. Everybody's kind of getting a feel for their character and what's going on, what their kind of long-term plan is. But then you start getting a turn where spells just start happening. It gets pretty crazy.
So I'm going to grab this liquid component for my Serpent Strike.
All right.
This requires a poison. And wow, I guess I'll go ahead and grab a Stone Earth.
Now, what's the requirement on this one? Do you have something specific that you need?
Oh yeah, it says stone. So actually,
Yeah, so you
I'll
probably
put
want
on-
that there.
yeah, I'll put it on the Greater Human. Okay. Let's see what else. It says this card said if there's an item in play, you may draw a card.
Yeah, there's no items to play here. Some,
So this becomes an item when
yeah,
it's
then you'd be able
less
to
time
use
to
it.
play.
Yeah.
So I am going to end my turn. I'm not going to discard.
All right, draw 2.
Okay.
Steven? 2. A root.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah, the other thing that's unique to the Aether components currently is that they all have specific abilities. So some will actually trigger when they come into the component row, some trigger when they're removed, some just make spells to where you can't prevent the damage. I mean, they all have kind of special abilities. The idea is that they're kind of rare earth elements or things you just find in different places that aren't normal elements.
Okay.
Yeah, you need one anyway, so it's kind of convenient that came up. There's another one, Lucky Rabbit's Foot.
so what did this one do?
Said when I acquire, I may move any number of components in your station to other spells.
Yeah, so when he acquires that one and puts it onto one of his spells, he has the option to move any other components he wants.
But I'm actually just going to keep what I have.
So if he wanted to, he can move stuff.
Well, it's really good because say he had something like Greater Fireball he was working on, but then he got a couple of spells that the stuff that was sitting there would already complete. He could be like, man, I can go ahead and get this Aether, move everything, have 2 completed spells, and then boom, boom.
Well, I'm
you know,
going
fire 'em
to
off.
give up one of my actions to get this,
Sure.
and then use my action to cast this.
Well, it's not an action.
No, no, it's
you
not an
just
action.
you just
You
cast
do it.
whatever spells you
Whenever
have.
they're
Yeah.
complete, you're free to cast
Yeah.
it. So. Okay. Let's see. Let's give me this right.
Do your
Well,
worst,
I'm
sir.
going to cast this. Okay.
All right.
Gives that 10 damage. Do I have to target that or just... It damages everyone. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, all spells when they have damage, it's going to damage everyone. So now
And
these are discarded.
be aware that mean action. Just damage specifically from spells happens to all opponents when they happen.
Yeah. But the effect and the target is
Yeah.
chosen.
So the components get discarded and this becomes an item now, or
Yes. Anytime you cast a spell, the components go away.
but I get to keep this.
This says this card becomes an item placed in your station, and whenever a player casts a spell, you may draw a card. So what we've been doing to keep them from confusion is basically tuck it under the edge of your
Okay.
character cards, and we show that it's an item that's in play.
And we all take 10 damage.
Yeah, it actually has 10 damage, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but we have it all marked with the damage as well. So we all have to take 10 because he just found the Eye of Anura.
If I'm doing this right, I have a one last action to play this. When I cast a spell, it copy the effect of any spell in your station. So even the ones that aren't casted, or remind me, isn't that wrong? So I could copy the spark
let's see.
immediately, or
Yeah, you should have played that beforehand, but that's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine, go for it. So when you cast it, it lets you copy the spell, or copy the ability of any other spell.
okay, so
Oh, that's cool.
copy the 5 damage. Is that how that works?
No, not the ability.
No, the ability. Okay.
Yes.
The ability.
Is it, it limits it to his station? Is that
Yeah,
what you said?
yeah.
Okay, I guess I won't play it.
Otherwise, it'd be super good.
Is this one limited?
Uh,
I don't think we specified that one.
yeah, it has to be later.
Okay.
That was one of the ones going to get updated.
Okay, so casting a spell. Let me not draw a
Well,
card.
you're not playing, you're just putting it in
Playing it,
your
so when you
yeah.
cast it, okay.
Yeah, casting is only when you have
move
the
your
required-
mastery
Okay,
for that
mastery.
first.
Yep.
I'll pass.
All right. Actually,
draw up to 5.
before we do that, I have super size. Since I took
No, that's right. Pass.
Since I took 10 or more damage this turn, all opponents discard 2 cards and 1 component to play. And this becomes an item, and my hand size is now 6. Yeah, that's the other thing too. We do have some actions that actually say defensive. Those have to be played on somebody else's turn. But a lot of them have a lot of cool abilities. Some of them let you reverse spells, some let you prevent damage. Some gain you life. Like in this case, this one made people discard, and I actually get an extra card every turn now. So that's pretty cool.
So discard 2, right?
Yep. But not me, because I'm shifty like that.
Since that happened on my turn, do I still get to draw back up to 5 then?
Yeah, absolutely.
So many good cards.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. And that's the thing too, as people play this game, we've had everybody comment on that, man, this card's really good, or this card's really good, or this card does, but that's kind of the way the game's designed. Like, everything is really big, really flavorful, over the top, like, because you're playing wizards that have studied at the school, that have kind of learned, and they're trying to prove themselves, so they're bringing their best stuff to the table.
I forget which wizard it is, but one of them has my favorite ability. With his mastery thing, you can just start acquiring from the discard pile of the components.
Oh,
Yeah, so you're never out of anything, it's just whatever say. Let's see, I am going to go ahead and try to finish off this. Oh, I can't finish off the Iron Fist because there's no more fire. Gosh dang it. Well, I guess I'll take this and try to Hocus Pocus a fire to appear, which didn't happen. And I will, I guess, just because I can, I will take this, which takes me to another explanation. Even though the spell requires a fire and air and water, or liquid, you're actually able to put up to 1 more component onto it than is what is actually required. This gives you a way to kind of manipulate some things. Like in this case, I can take the Aether and get the ability that lets me draw 3 cards. There's a few other reasons for game balance that allows that. But if at any point it has more than that in excess, your spell's just ruined and it goes away and you lose everything. And that's important because there's cards that force you to acquire sometimes. There's some things your opponents are doing. There's sometimes cards that just shift things around. So a lot of that actually plays into that. So it's another neat thing though, because it also allows you to be able to take stuff defensively. Say I knew that Galen needed another fire. Well, I actually need one too. That's probably not a good example. But let's say he needed something that I didn't. I could still take it and just tuck it away on a card to just have it and keep it from him. So there are some strategic defensive things to that as well. However though, we'll go and resolve this fossil, which lets me draw 3 cards. And I don't discard at the end of turn. And I will, oh actually that's convenient. I'll play Sleight of Hand. I will take a component from an opponent and place it on a spell in my station. I need a fire. So I'm gonna borrow that from you temporarily. And is there anything else? Okay, I think I'm gonna fire off this Iron Fist. It's 15 damage, and I take one component from target player and place it onto one of my spells. And I take one card at random from the same player.
I'm going to play Bob and Weave to reduce the damage of a spell to 5.
Okay, Bob and Weave reduces it to 5. So that's unfortunate.
Now, does that affect everyone? Or
Yeah,
just-
it reduces the damage as a whole to 5.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also going to play. I'm also going to say I'm really not surprised that you attacked us. And, I'm going to get an opponent. So I'll
Yeah, and I take 5.
And he
So,
took
and deals 5 back to me. Well, that was an unfortunate thing. Right?
Yeah.
That didn't work out at all, actually.
So how much did that give us all?
Only 5. He reduced it. Yeah. So it got reduced to 5, and then I still took 5. The good news is, I'm going to be a jerk to you since you stopped my damage, and I'll take one component from you, and I guess, well, yeah, I guess that's fine. I'll take this, put it over here, and I get a random card from you as well. Which I guess this one. And 1, 2, 3. Actually, I played one action. That stopped me from playing that. It's so unfortunate.
What happens to they?
Oh, those are all dead. They go away. I'm just going to put another spell into my station, which is Spark. And I have 6 cards, and that's it for me this turn. Since my hand size is now 6 from super size. Now, this is one of the unfortunate parts that Galen's now stuck with 1 card on his turn. So, however, though, he does still get to acquire components. And the other thing, too, is even if you don't need a component, you get 2 acquisitions. And the acquisition either lets you put a component onto one of your spells, or let you ruin one of these and it goes into the
So I
discard
forgot
pile.
to draw a card.
Yeah. Well,
You can fire off the spell, so.
oh, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. And that goes up 1 as well.
So, not a whole lot I can do. I'm going to take liquid
Dang it, there's that wind I needed.
and air. Replace that. And I'm going to cast stun, but I'm going to use my ability to spend 5 HP to add 5 damage to the spell.
Oh, no. I'm all out of defensive cards, boys. It's up to you guys. This is going to hurt a lot.
I don't have anything.
See, you wasted them on my thing. And now we're going to take 10.
Well, since this whole thing counts as a turn, it's just
What are you trying to do?
to develop. So I've been dealt 10 damage this whole turn. If the
Well, yeah, you just wait. Well, this has to resolve first.
Okay.
So you have to take the damage.
Yeah, so 10 damage and we all draw a card.
Yep. So I go down to 65.
Oh, that makes everyone draw a card?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, look,
So it wasn't all
little
bad.
sugar with it.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't all bad. Okay, now if you want to play a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this. So it's all 10 damage this turn.
So crowd favorite, you took the damage this turn. Target player discards a component and discards a card at random.
Discard the fire and
Yeah.
and I can acquire a component. Don't have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you acquire one. Oh, I would have rather you'd left that. Dang it.
choose my discard.
That works, I guess. All right. And then, yeah, still getting, sir.
And I will
Draw
bring my hand back to 5 and then.
All right, Thomas.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, it's the placeholder.
I will grab, let's see, I need an earth and a water from there. So I'll grab a plant.
Well, do you need earth and a liquid or an earth and a water? That's a big difference. Like water is
Earth and
under-
a water.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Or liquid.
Yeah, that makes
So I'll
sense.
grab an earth.
All right.
And there's 4.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Now that this came up, anytime the component row has 4 of the same type of component, in this case liquid,
It was
they all get removed, and then we replace them with 6 new ones. The reason we do that is to keep the component row moving and keep the game moving. That way, nobody's sitting here waiting for, if they say there was all liquid components out there and we all had what we needed, we kind of just have to waste actions to discard them and whatever. And this is a way to kind of move things up a bit.
And I guess I got lucky with.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So I'll grab another lucky. And let's see. Nope.
Like that word.
Okay. I will play look over there.
Alright.
If there's an item in play, I may draw. I draw a card, and opponent discard 2 cards at random.
Alright.
Who has the most cards?
I have a lot.
I think you shall discard 2
Alright.
at random.
I'll discard 2. You get to draw.
Yeah, I see one.
I'll let one of you guys determine which 2 get discarded.
That one.
Alright. Those go away.
Let's see,
Any blood signal?
okay, I will go ahead. Huh?
No, I just got to draw a card again. Missed the trigger this turn.
Oh.
Whoops. I'll cast the spell.
Well, you get a chance now.
Oop, nope, these go over
Yeah,
there.
you got to.
15 damage. If target player has a spell in their station with at least 3 components on it,
Yeah,
Super
nobody
Strike
does.
5 more, which
Yeah.
no one does.
The most I just do. Man, 15. I am not going to be able to do anything about that.
I go up 1 spell mastery. Okay,
Dang it.
I have 1 more action. I forgot this. So I will go ahead and play Picky Picky. Until the end of the next turn, each time a component revealed to the component row, one
Yeah.
I can choose to make.
Exactly. Every time one's revealed, you can either leave it or replace it with the top one.
So we'll leave
Till
that there.
your next turn.
Yeah.
So you get to do that on each of our turns up until your turn.
Yep. And
Yeah, you can.
so I remember it.
Range.
Let's see. I will go ahead and draw my 2 cards.
All right. Steven.
90. The other 5%.
What is that one?
That one comes in the component row. The ancient scroll destroys all other components.
And I will
Except for
discard
that
that.
Not really.
Yeah, he's choosing to discard that one.
Yeah.
It's modern like sense.
All right. And then you get the next.
And what does the ether one do?
The amulet says spells of this component cannot be ruined, and you acquire additional component when acquiring them.
I'll pop that one away. I don't want that one.
Was this the one we replaced for the other?
No, there's this.
Okay.
There's a. Yeah, we have to keep that
Yep.
one. Oh man.
Is this how it works?
And everything else is fine.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to draw 1 more component.
It's gonna be insane. Yeah, last time I played.
What's with all the ether?
Well, they didn't come up in the first chunk, so they got to be there somewhere. Yeah, anytime that one gets discarded from play, it doesn't matter from where, all the opponents of the person discarding it takes 5.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fire some stuff off. Bam. It's done.
Stun.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, hold on.
5 damage.
It's only 5. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
I mean, no, actually, I know I draw 2 because I played the spell
No, it's when another player.
as a player.
Yeah, whenever.
As another player?
Yeah, we do. You're
Right.
right.
I'll do that one.
So we all take 5,
Yep. Take 5, and then we each get to draw a card from this time.
and your spell mastery goes up.
Yep.
On the left side of the sleeve is the
What else you got?
I'm going to fire off Spark.
I can do nothing about the spark either.
Well, yeah, same here.
Alright, spark it is.
How much more?
5.
5.
And I guess I only want to take. So, laying down a spell, is that count as an action?
No.
No.
What does spark do?
It's 5.
No, the ability on first.
Replaces any number
Any
of
number,
components
okay.
in the
So
component.
yeah, you can choose any
I
number.
want to
Yeah.
get rid of.
Sure.
Okay.
I totally did. We need to take another 5
Yeah.
from the gym. 3, 4, 5, 6.
I will say no to that.
5 basics. And
How many times can you do that?
It's
Until the end of my
turn for each one of them.
Yeah, let's get rid of it. Let's do a double wipe.
Why? Come on, man. You're doing that.
Oh, and five four.
All right.
I'm going to use one of my actions. This.
Sure.
So I can't get more components. One more action. I'm just going to gain some health with it.
Until end of turn. Oh, so all opponent spells get +5 damage. All right. Now I got to find a way to fire one of these off.
We'll go ahead and lay down ball of lightning and the poison spike. And it also discarded. Yeah, actually, it gets draw.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. Man, I might get the combo off with your +5. Well, first I got to try this. Let's grab that. Is that good?
Oh, no, it's until the end of the turn.
No, until your next turn.
Until the end of
It's still your
the
next turn. It's still your next turn, trust me.
Yeah, the liquid's fine.
Okay. Well, that doesn't help me with my other issue because I still need an earth to make that spark happen. And that's kind of unfortunate. Not a lot I can do there, actually. That's sad. Alright, this is just going to hurt for Galen, unfortunately. The next player takes 5d for each card they draw up to 10 total damage.
Okay.
Yeah, on your turn. Oh man, that's so unfortunate. I really can't do much. That hurts. That makes me cry inside. I guess I'm just going to discard this and draw 2. Man, that hurt. That's not a good spot to have a dead turn.
Okay. So that was
Yep,
it
that's
for you?
it for me.
Okay.
So that +5 damage is still floating, or?
Yeah, so his next turn.
Oh, well.
Okay, so I'm going to lay down a cure,
Probably good.
acquire an air,
Yep.
and I'm going to cast it for gaining 5.
Yep.
Mastery level. Gonna lay down rope trick. It's got a star. It should be 5. This was made before we decided how the rules would work as far as the spells damaging everyone.
Man, I'm already at 40. That's gonna.
I'm gonna play Teacher's Pet. Draw 3 cards. Cast a spell with base 5 damage without paying its component cost.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So base is 5 plus the 5 from his.
Yep.
correct?
We're gonna take 10.
So 10 damage from this one.
Oh. All right.
And I draw 3.
10 damage. Man, that's a good one.
So you do go up a mastery level, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay, so those are done. I acquired 1 component for the cure.
Yep. Man, this is so tough. Like my hand's so close to being good. Like,
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get through a lot of this stuff.
all right, I may just have to play this next turn and go for it.
Well, it's 38 in a minute.
Well, sometimes you do, man. You get close to dying in this game, and you're just like, I'm gonna play this and this, and try to get the +10. And I'm just gonna try to power through.
We need to change the requirement on this. It
Yeah,
says
yeah.
wood instead of, I think it was supposed to be root.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, most of that, most rules, like I haven't played it, but I had a, the force was a lot of rules.
Required.
All right.
Oh, you like the reform? I love the reform.
6, so I'll discard down to 5. And get rid of a big one because
All
I
right.
still have.
Yeah, exactly. You're still working on that one. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Probably would be more.
My turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll put a fireball down.
Nice.
Not a lot that.
I'm going to acquire some firewood.
As you should for your fireball.
Yep. I will then acquire an error for my fireball.
Oh, and luckily I didn't take any damage.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that. I was like, you're so lucky. It almost always hits people. It's the first time it hasn't, I think.
I will play Hustle Up, acquire an additional component, and draw a card.
All right. Draw a card, and you get another component.
I will grab another error.
How fitting. This is Stardust. When this component is added to the component roll, all players discard a card. Fortunately for me, I have cards I couldn't use. I think I'm going to discard...
Start falling.
I'll discard that. Okay, and my second action will be Resourceful. Take the last spell cast from the discard column added to your station. Acquire one component and add it to that spell.
The last spell played was Cure, I think.
Was it Cure?
Yeah.
No, it was
Oh, Rope Trick.
It was Rope Trick.
Oh, it was Rope Trick. Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then you get to acquire a component for it automatically.
I will acquire the Ether then.
Yep.
And
Man, that's a good turn.
yeah, it was. It didn't feel like
You were
it,
actually
but
pretty
it
close
was.
to getting Fireball off, too.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. So I'm going to end my turn. I will discard Sabotage.
All right.
Draw 3 cards.
Sure. Steven? Oh, Steven's already got a plan.
I've seen the pulse, the big thing you like
Oh, that wipes.
Yep, 4 liquids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Precious Metals. When this component is acquired, discard your hand and acquire an additional component and draw 2 cards.
I'm sure we can make the
It's not.
Spin an action. Fire.
Alright.
Cast heal on myself.
Seems good.
Unless somebody has a.
No. You can totally have your heal.
I just get 10 HP.
And 10 HP.
And do I have to do this? Or,
Yep.
What's the
Ruin an item. I mean, I have an item. You can
Oh,
have
it's an
one.
item.
Yeah.
new one item?
Yep.
Davidson. I will, lay a lightning bolt down.
Oh my goodness. Man, I need this turn to be good.
Yeah, acquired 3 components. Did one, I have 1 action, so I'm done.
Alright.
Draw.
How many?
Yeah, yeah. You always draw.
I just need 2.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
Starting with me, we're playing Share the Low. Everybody acquires a component in turn order until I've acquired 3.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to take this, and it's kind of been waiting to do that. Get him? Thomas?
I'll grab the firewood.
Steven? Yeah, this card's awesome because it always sets up something ridiculous on the next couple turns. I will take... Oh, there's no actual win. I guess I'll just take this then.
Oh, man.
Oh, I guess you're holding it. 4 liquids in.
Oh, dang it. I could have used that one liquid.
Oh, check that out. We've never
Oh,
even
what the heck?
never had that happen. So those all go away.
Wow.
Cut to commercial.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty crazy. Never actually seen that.
5 in a row.
Yeah, first time. But you know, it's random.
You can only,
likely
you can only cast these spells in your turn, huh?
So yeah, you can only cast spells on your turn.
Unless it says, I remember this one says you have
No,
to
but even
cast
then,
it.
it's only on your turn.
Oh,
Just the first thing you have to do. All right. So
And
we
my turn?
have 6. All right. So your turn.
Let's see, I need it right, so I'll grab it.
All right.
Air, fire, earth.
Oh, there's the wind I was looking for.
And that's the end of the.
And that's it? That's your
Yep.
third?
So the rest of my normal turn, I've used 1 action. I will acquire
because I am
2 acquisitions. One of these. One of these. And I will play. Man, alright. Here's hoping. No pain, no gain. Lose 10. Add 15 to a spell that would normally do 5. So I'm going to put it on Spark. I go down to 20. And try to hit everybody for 15.
I'll play Safeguard. Prevent all damage and negate all effects of the spell this turn.
Oh!
Dang it!
Spell's caster acquires 2 components and cannot play spells for the rest of the turn.
Alright, well, I'll get my components and be okay, I guess. Don't discard pop. That hurts.
So, do your masters still goes up?
Yeah, but I'm in pretty bad shape because I took 10 to try to go for that. I guess I will take. Still need a liquid, so I'll get one of those. And that's all full, so I'll just take any random thing and put it on there, I guess. Oh, my spell can't be ruined because of my ability. I don't have to worry about that. So, whatever. Oh, actually, no. That's a bad one to take, actually. I should take the only earth that's out there. There we go.
Dang you.
Yeah. Hey, gotta make you work for it.
True.
And I'm back down to only getting 5 cards, so I'll draw 2. Because we destroyed my whole thing to getting 6. Man, that sucks.
I didn't mean to try to prevent you from healing, but I just didn't want to take the
Oh
damage.
no, I'm in bad shape now because I'm only at 20. I'm probably dead before I get a turn again.
Okay. So, let's see what we got here.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
I will
I think
take,
Galen just kept me from having a shot at winning.
I will take
I'm pretty
fire
toast.
and air.
Well, remember, you take them one at a time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright, didn't matter.
Okay. I'm going to play Twisted Fate and steal and cast his Ball Lightning. This is cast any spell in play with enough components to cast it.
Oh, oh, that's so bad. Oh, that sucks. Alright, that's gonna hurt.
Unless you have a defensive to prevent it.
Yep. Oh,
I will play duck and dodge. You take no more than the total of 10 damage this turn.
okay. Well, that's good for you. It's bad for us. Alright, cool. I'm just getting hit with the ball and it has an ability as well. Balling does.
It used to
Oh, yeah,
extend,
yeah,
so it's
discard any components from the component row.
Okay.
Oh, so that's 15. I'm at 5. I'm on the brink of death, folks.
I need water and essentially.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's a fair amount of kind of screw your neighbor tactics in this game too. So that does happen.
I'm going to leave the components right now.
All right. Yeah.
I will draw back to...
I'm pretty sure I'm dead on Thomas's turn. I'm gonna die to his fireball, actually.
And that's your turn.
Okay. Let's go ahead and play Unscripted Advantage. Look at the top 3 cards of the action deck. Put 2 of those into your hand and 1 of them into the discard.
All right. So you look at 3.
3.
Then you keep 2 and put 1 on the bottom of it. Man, dang it.
I want to do that.
I was gonna have such a good turn too.
So I'll pitch this one. Let's see.
That's kind of how this game always happens. Like you always have something big you're about to do right when you die, every single time.
I'm going to use my ability. Once per turn, I may discard 1 of my spells from my station to add up to 2 components from it to another spell.
You can
to my
get
station.
rid of a spell to move components.
So I'm going to get rid of my Greater Healing and put it on the Earth on Rope Tree.
Is that completed?
Yep, that's completed.
All right.
So I'll fire off the. Oh, do I want to do anything before I do that? Yes, I do want to put down magic missile. And let's go ahead and fire off the Rope Tree.
Oh, that's 5. I'm dead. I'm only half 5.
And I
That
gave
kills me.
1 card from each player. What does that mean?
Oh. They each give you a card. I'm dead. I have nothing to give you, sir. You crushed me.
Yeah.
You blew my soul into oblivion.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You look so discouraged about that card.
I completed. I finally completed the big spell, and it's gone.
Part of being straightforward is I have to think about it.
It does.
Like, do you want a regular?
So that's gone.
Yep.
I have a place that
Your master goes up.
Oh, yes. Thank you. And I'll go ahead and cast
Pretty
off
sure your
the
master
fire.
should be at 3. I think you missed
Yeah, I
one.
think you missed
Did I
one.
miss one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well done.
You remember to keep
Like,
track
there's no
of
way
this.
you only cast 2 spells.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and cast the
Yeah.
fireball now.
10 and fireball. Discard up to 3 components from the component.
10 more.
Up to 3?
Yep.
Oh, this goes up one more.
What's everybody at? I'm at 30.
I'm at 35.
You're at 30.
So discard the 3 components. I will, let's see, is there anything special that one needs?
Well, he needs Earth.
Oh, he needs earth. Let's go ahead and we'll discard that. Anything happen when they come in? Oops.
Nope, these are when they're acquired. Let's see. This component is removed from the component row. All players draw a card. Yeah, so.
technically, yeah.
Okay, so I haven't acquired anything, but I played one action, right? I haven't acquired anything.
No, you didn't.
I'll play jackpot. If there are 4 different component types in the component row, deal 10 damage to each opponent and draw a card and gain 5 life.
Yep.
And acquire.
And acquire. Wow, there's a lot of stuff.
That really is a jackpot. So.
Yeah,
10 da-
10 damage and I gain 5. So and put me back at 4. And then I acquire it.
Yep.
Oh, I need earth, so I'll grab it. Wow, I need either.
There's only 3 of them, right?
No, but this is ability. When it
Oh,
comes
yeah,
in,
yeah, yeah.
Removes the other one.
I was gonna do something with one of those.
Go ahead and put 2 more spells in my station. So I still acquired 2. And I'm done with mine.
Like, that's the thing. Like, there was a guy,
I'll grab the ether
Good call.
there was a kid that came
and fire
okay, he's good at that.
and fire off the magical spell.
Who had this.
10 damage. Damage to this spell may not be reduced.
We already broke the set.
Yep.
So you've been with an action?
Yep. It can't be reduced. It's a magic missile.
Wow, that was a very explosive turn.
Yep.
And that will end my
However, though, now you've got nothing for the next turn. You kind of blew your wad there.
Sure, I kinda just,
Yep. Draw up to 5 though.
Yep, I will pitch a card and draw 2 cards.
However, though, if you have anything that lets you acquire like an extra component, you might be able to complete the spell.
Yeah, his ability lets him.
Yeah, that's true. Depending on what shows up, you might be able to do some things. Oh, speaking of. But I don't know, you may want the actions in your hand, I don't know. Because there's stuff that lets you gain life and whatever, you're pretty low.
No, I totally wish.
Yeah, so you can.
It's good for you too, you actually get
Well, if he doesn't kill me, he can discard.
Well, that's true,
He
yeah.
can discard to add damage
You're only
to
at
that.
10, so pretty rough.
How many, like, are you at a big disadvantage if you do go on it? I don't.
I was saving something in case I thought he was holding, but I should have prevented his jackpot.
I'm gonna cast it and discard.
So that kills me.
No, and you can discard to add 5?
Yeah.
Oh, yep,
So it does 10 total?
yep. Good play. And then there were 2. The other good thing too is as you reach the end of the game in this game, even though there's player elimination, there's not a lot of downtime. So even when from the time I got eliminated, you're only gonna be talking about a few minutes. So it's not really bad at all.
Good, so my turn?
Yep. Oh no, he's still.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I drew.
You dropped. All right, yeah.
Did you do your mastery?
I'll put down another, put down Mystic Slash.
He's got like 3
That's actually charged.
Let's see, I need Earth for it. And liquid. Then I'll play Unfamiliar Resources. I may play this card on a spell in place of an ether.
Yep.
Lose 10.
Put you down to what?
20.
20?
So, and I'll cast a Mystic Slash.
For 10.
10 damage.
End in the game, unless
Well,
you can
maybe.
prevent it.
If he's reading a defensive card, it might be good. Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna play put like a letter flat. If their component is a component row and you want to target it with 10D or less spell, discard the component.
Okay.
Spread the damage. Gain 5.
Yeah, the only card of
Nice.
So you
Nice. Yep.
Okay.
That's like doubly good because he prevented it late and got 5 more life out of it.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I have one more
You
action.
cast the spell.
Now you have another ability that can reach your
Yeah, you hit your match.
max.
Oh yeah, I've been at.
Now you can just bounce the component.
No, yeah, once you're at 5, it just goes to your max. And that's it.
Yeah, it says you may move any number of components from your one spell on your station to any other spell on your station. So I don't have.
Yeah.
Alright.
But that's good now, so if you have something you're working on and then you draw a spell, you can just move it over and be loaded.
Let's see, I still have one action.
Yep.
So I'll play Efficiency. Acquire an additional component this time.
Seems good.
Let's see, I need to use one. Is that acid?
It's asset.
Okay. I'll go ahead and grab this. What does it have to do?
Whenever you acquire it, you can acquire an additional component. Yep.
So I'll draw 3 cards.
Alright. Yeah, that's tense. Was it 20 to 10? 15.
Yeah, 20 to 15. I was hoping to end him, but
what is this?
Oh, and a heal spell, wrong one. There's no liquid left.
I took the liquid.
Yeah. Oh, that's so close.
Can't you discard one of them instead?
Yeah. Remember though, he still kind of needs all the other stuff anyway.
And you can spend action to grab more stuff. That's great.
Yep.
So it makes the ground models much more reactive. The line models can't do that.
He's got 2 main abilities, really.
Yeah.
Can't play him.
Yeah, so they're going
That being able to replace ethers.
Yep.
The gemstone one?
I didn't know, I only drew one that actually needed an Aether during that time, so I discarded it. I had actually a quality spell.
to move faster. They all
Go ahead and play one action down. Look at the opponent's hand. For each defensive action they have, they
Any
lose
card that'll
5.
let me tap for any color without
Okay.
coming to tap.
Up to
The
10.
gemstone is
I have no defensive
Oh, no
action.
defensive action. Well, that's good though. That means the way's clear if you decide to do something.
Yeah.
You've got that much going for you.
Component.
Yeah, this is pretty funny because if the wrong or right cards are in hand, like the next spell that goes off is probably going to be the one if they do, depending on what happens.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna do a little bit of a paint job on it.
The next turn, each player may not acquire components with their turn ability.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But you may play an additional action on your turn.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you can still acquire them through actions. That's like you just can't use the actual normal to.
Okay, so my turn. Well,
Draw back up.
Yeah, and then but both of them are gonna use the cross.
I guess I'll play Sting Like a Bee. If there's an earth and a fire component, discard them. Discard all of them.
Yeah.
Add 10 damage to the next spell of this turn. Draw.
Alright, well if you can get a spell off, it's plus 10. That's enough to kill him.
Just need to acquire one lick or
Yeah,
one
he's
air.
got to find a way to get an air over there.
Well, I guess I have to do this then. Impatient. Acquire 2 components and discard your hand.
There it is.
I'll grab this one.
Yep. So
yeah.
Can't ruin it.
Either playing her or
That the ability of this is I get to acquire additional.
Oh, that could have backfired so bad because like if you because this would have been another air, those would have went away.
Oh,
Like, you
yeah.
should have acquired the air first, but you got
So,
like
I'll grab this here from the
No,
end,
I start getting
and then I'll grab it.
Yep.
That's a good play for not being able to
Seems
acquire.
good.
He's good at one deck,
And then I'll pop off the stone.
play one side.
15. Oh, got him.
15, exactly.
Man, that was close. 'Cause if not, that would have probably.
Yeah, I probably
happened
would
next
have
turn. Yeah, that would have been bad. That's kind of the way every game is, though. Like at the end, everybody's really close, and everybody's got a shot at doing something. Or like in my case, like, man, I lost a chance to heal. Damn it. Like, yeah.
That was really good. I just really love this game.
Yeah, you know, we've had, like I said, really positive feedback, actually. I mean, everybody seems to enjoy it. It's got a lot of that over-the-top feel that you get from regular, kind of like Munchkin stuff, where it's